We begin with crime. It's a problem that nearly everyone is concerned about in Billings, but would you be willing to pay more in taxes to do something about it? Well, that's the question Billings homeowners face as they prepare to vote on the upcoming safety mill levy. Tonight, Q2's Russ Riesinger takes a closer look at where that money would go and why city officials say it's needed.
Ballots for the public safety mill levy should now be in your mailbox. It's a $7.1 million ask by the city of Billings that will raise your taxes if you're a homeowner. But supporters say it's essential as Billings continues to grow and crime continues to increase. The push is on with city officials taking their campaign for the public safety mill levy to the streets this week.
I lost track of the number of positive horn honks and thumbs up, so it seems to be really well received, so that's encouraging.
It's impossible to tell if that's any indication of which way Billings voters are leaning when it comes to the levy, but Billings Mayor Bill Cole says one thing is clear.
Our crime problem is out of control.
The mayor says violent crime has increased twofold in the last decade in Billings, with a record 22 homicides last year.
We need more police officers on the street. We need more evidence clerks. Civilians to support the police. It's going to do that. Also, our city attorneys. This will help fund several additional attorneys and paralegals. Right now, our domestic violence prosecutor has more than 1,200 cases per year. The American Bar Association standard is 400 cases maximum.
If passed, the biggest chunk of the levy money, just under $2.5 million, would go to police, enough to add 28 new full-time positions. $1.5 million would be invested in the fire department, much of that for the medical response team. 7 legal positions would be added, as well as an additional judge and staff for courts, 3 code enforcement officers, and $415,000 a year would be spent on mental health and substance abuse services. The levy would raise taxes on a home valued at $217,000 by about $100 a year. Well, Billings voters came through in the clutch last year to help plug a deficit in the budget by repealing and replacing the previous levy to generate more money. It may be a tougher sell this year.
Very clear that they were not going to be able to get any additional police officers or firefighters. This actually gets us more resources to make a difference to bring those crime numbers down.
They're really in the trenches. They're addressing a lot of big city issues in our community. And I really feel like we really need to back them. We need to support them, give them people in the background to help them, provide funding for whatever needs they have, because helping them helps our city.
And while no one wants to pay more in taxes, city officials say they're handcuffed when it comes to finding other ways of funding.
We don't have a sales tax. We don't get an income tax. We do get some dollars from the federal government and the state, but not very much. So there's no free lunch. And when the problem gets to be as bad as it is today, and the problem increases, we need those additional resources.
We'll be taking a closer look in the next 2 weeks at why the people you depend on for protection say this levy is so important, as well as hearing from those on both sides of the issue. By the way, those ballots must be turned in to the elections office by November 2nd. In Billings, I'm Russ Riesinger reporting for MTN News.